All right, dudes.
What's up?
Hey, greetings humans. Hey, Justin. Hey, Mr. Live. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up or Mass Blaster's gonna pay you a visit. Somebody said that. Thumbs up. All half of it. Alright, dudes, dudettes. Positive vibes your way, dude master. Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by all community guidelines. So is there Brian's right next door here. All right.
How's it going?
What's up, Michelle? I'm gonna let a couple people filter in here and then we're gonna get started. We're gonna do a fucking real quick live this time. We're not gonna do it 2 hours.
3 hours. We're doing 3 hours.
Joey, what's up? Jamie, sup boss? Michelle.
I'll roll right by that.
Tumor. Does it say Tumor Taco? Oh my god, Tumor Taco. Best fucking name ever. Oh my god. Alright, now we're getting enough. I can get in here. Kelly, Jody. Let's see. Gracia, I think that says Alan, Remington, back again, Dottie Rose, Carrie, Neil, and Tipsy. Yeah, let's get a couple more. Dave, Pearson Family Reptiles, Random PV. Yeah, it's going too fast now. Holy shit. All right, so dudes and dudettes, it's extremely difficult for me to keep up with comments here. I'm going to have Brian reading comments here, so he's going to pick some stuff out. We just wanted to let you guys know what the hell's been going on here because we've had a hectic couple of weeks here.
Oh, wow, someone got a notification. The notification's working.
Notifications? No fucking way, bro, that jeweler guy. Anyone? You wouldn't let me chat for a minute. Hope you're doing well, my brother. Yeah, we're doing all right. We're doing all right. Thank you, by the way, that jeweler guy. So notifications have, like, I guess been an issue all the way around. I think they changed something, especially, like, we're missing 25,000 people. I think I've mentioned this in one of the lives before. I think you have to go back and, like, I don't know, hit a button or something. I think you gotta, like, turn your notifications on, and even when they're on sometimes. Zombie Sarah, happy Friday, guys. Yes, notifications work this time. Fuck yeah, dude, that's 2.
All right, dude.
That's 2 out of 40,000.
What can we do?
Nothing.
We just mess with a bunch of settings?
Oh, everybody's getting notifications. What's up, knockoff Vanilla Spice? You know, it's funny because I get more Vanilla Ice videos now in the last couple of years than I ever have. It's oddly enough now, like, whenever I search anything, whenever, like, it has to do with, like, us on YouTube, it constantly brings up Vanilla Ice shit, too. And believe it or not, Vanilla Ice lives, like, really close to where we're at right now. I believe he lives in Wellington.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
No way.
Yeah, I shit you not. The dude lives in Wellington. That's why he always is in Daytona Bike Week and all
Dude,
that
we
shit.
should go search him out.
I'm going to try my damnedest to see if I can get Vanilla Ice out here. I would die if I can have him come out here and do the dudes and dudettes and just not even break stride, bro. We'll give him 2 neck tattoos, send him out, dude, and then I'll shave my face.
Like a dance video.
Well, obviously he's got me on the dancing, bro, because he's Vanilla Ice, bro. I don't even know if he can dance anymore. Bringing back that 80s style bullshit, 90s style bullshit.
80s is still not wrong.
Yeah, I think it was 90s. Big guy.
Oh, was it?
We were off by a decade, but what was that? Somebody did something. I can't read. Dude, my eyes are so bad, my guys. I kill everybody. Okay, cool. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Any Tyler Nolan events soon? Actually, I talked to Tyler the other day because Tyler's got to finish all of this artwork on me, and he's got all kinds of stuff going on. So we are going to, I got to contact Tyler on Monday, and then we're going to go from there because we were supposed to, March 28th, I was actually supposed to go over there and get, like, my neck's, you know, both sides of my neck touched up. I got my shoulders that he did. He's supposed to cover all of the tattoo shit on my ribs. And then we're going to leave the penis fish on my back. For anybody that doesn't know the reference to that, he'll figure it out one of these days, especially when we get in there with Tyler. He's definitely going to point out the dick fish that's sitting on my back. It's giant. So we're not covering that up. It's a funny joke. I'll tell that story later on. So in a nutshell, yes, he's going to be a daddy soon. So Monday, we're going to... No, we are not fixing the fish tattoo. We're going to touch it up, but we're not going to cover it because it's a fucking hilarious story, and it's actually a lifelong lesson. I have never since that day, since I was 14 years old, ever picked anything from anybody else's flash art. I always get my own custom work, always done now. Like, so I have Tyler draw up my stuff. I do all that stuff. I've never picked anything off a wall. It was a great life lesson, and it's fucking hilarious that my buddy Mikey Cheese at the time, which, believe it or not, Tyler Nolan actually tattooed under a guy named Chris Blinson, and when he was on Ink Masters, he was against Chris Blinson, and those two guys are phenomenal tattoo artists, the both of them. So he worked over at Chris's shop for a long time. When I was young, from like 12 to 18, I got all my tattoos from those guys over there. So there was Mikey Cheese that worked over there. Ted still works there. Chris Blinson still works there. Then you have Gabe that did my brother's back and my Cadillac symbol that he got to see the other day. He was like, what did you call it?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. So, Alan, thank you very much, my brother. So, Tyler actually worked under those guys. So, oddly enough, the dude that put the dick on my back actually probably left right before Tyler came in to do his work over there with Chris Blinson. But we're going to be doing, I think we're doing an episode soon with Tyler. It's probably going to be doing with the tattoos, and then we're going to have some animals involved too. I think he wants to see the baby lemurs. Obviously, he's got a baby coming. We got some baby lemurs, and it's going to work out great. And I got to see the whole reveal thing there with Tyler having a girl. So welcome to my world, motherfuckers. Now you're just going to get just a bunch of women in your house kind of just yelling at you all the time, especially the little tiny ones. Yep. So
They're adorable when they call you, though.
Gabe is a friend of my ex-hubby. Gabe is awesome. Gabe is amazing. He was the only one that wanted to tattoo above my junk. And we're not going to go there. But there was a tattoo directly above my junk. And when I walked in the tattoo shop, Ted was like, not doing it. And Gabe was like, I'll fucking do it. So Gabe took that shot for me and had his hands resting on my junk for a solid 2 hours. Which was, I don't know if it was more uncomfortable for him or me. I was fine. I think Gabe was fine too. I think we were both a little too comfortable with the scenario that went down. But all in all, yes, there should be a Tyler video coming up here soon. I talked to him the other day. He's doing well. He's doing his tattoo stuff and all that good shit. So hopefully we'll get something out. Maybe next week. Not sure. I got to contact him, like I said, on Monday.
Do you want to tell them about the thumb story?
Thumb story? Are people asking about the thumb story?
There's some people asking what happened to your thumb.
The thumb is okay, actually. Let me see if I can get in here. Like, it's not as bad as like the patrons. If there's any patrons watching this right now, they got the gnarly video of like the day after. So essentially, like there's a little hole here, and then you see all this bruising. So what happened was the tooth went in through the bottom, and then blasted out the top. So it broke the top half of the nail right there. So the top half of the nail was missing, and then this big chunk of meat was just flat. So I thought it was gonna fall off, but it actually healed back together. So I'll probably get a normal-ish looking thumb. So not all that bad. Yeah, there's Kelly Farrell. Yeah, she's seen the video. There's another Amanda Lynn there, another patron. Thank you guys very much, by the way, for the support. And then they got to see that video today. We'll have that video because I'm going to do the whole story with the video, and we're going to put that on YouTube. That's going to probably be in a couple of weeks because we have so much coming up. We just did an episode outside with Treetop Exotics, so we're going to have that for you guys on Sunday. And we're going to get back to our regular scheduled programming, if you will. So we got all the stuff that we have to do with the beginner, intermediate, and expert level reptiles we still have to fall back to. We still have Bimini's video that we got to dig out. Bimini's doing fine, ladies and gentlemen, but we still want to put out the medical process that we went through, and she still does have issues to this day that we have to deal with. I go twice a week to the vet, literally live at the vet's at this point in time. But she's fine with the drainer eye, and then we're probably going to have to reopen that, and then we were thinking about putting a prosthetic in there. We're just not 100% which way we want to go with it yet, but she is fine. She started actually gaining some serious weight, so she gained a pound now since the last time we took her in. So she was like, she wasn't light, she was full weight for this, the age that she's at, and basically in a nutshell, she wasn't really gaining weight, and she would lose like 0.2, gain 0.2, lose 0.2, gain 0.2, and then we had done a culture on what we were removing from the eye, found the specific bacteria, the correct medication to give, because that's why I always tell people, do a culture if you can, because it'll give you the specific bacterias that are causing the issues that you're having, and then you can find out which medications, because there's all different kinds of antibiotics out there, all different kinds of broad spectrum antibiotics, and you'll see, like, if they give you the printout list, you'll see if, like, what bacteria, heavy growth, if it's medium growth, if it's light growth of whatever bacteria. It'll also show you what meds you can use and what meds are resistant to each bacteria, and then you're going to go ahead and obviously pick the medication that has no resistance to any of those bacteria, so that you can actually fight that bacteria with the exact medication that you need, which is what we do with Bimini. And then she gained a pound since then. So we had her on an amoxicillin, which is like it's like a very light form of a broad spectrum antibiotic. We use it as people. Most of the medications that we use with animals are used with people as well, but that's like a lighter side of things. And then when you get into like heavier things, like I'm not even gonna try and pronounce what we're using right now. Some medicine is what we're using. I don't know, I can't pronounce it. I couldn't pronounce it if I wanted to. But at the end of the day, like we got it dialed down. We did the culture because the amoxicillin kind of did the job, and then it came back. So thumbs up, dude. So when we attacked it the way that we needed to and actually did the culture or whatever, we got much better results. She gained a pound over the last 2 months or whatever, so she's doing extremely well. So we're gonna have that video too. But we have been slacking. I've been slacking on the comments, number one, because when this thumb was bandaged up, I had to use one hand to swipe text, and I don't know if you've ever done that. Well, I had an Android, and it was actually quite easy with the Android, and then once I got on the Apple, apparently Apple doesn't pick up what I'm trying to say, so it was a nightmare trying to respond to anybody. Even speech to text, bro. I'm like, who are you listening to, Apple? Because it's not me that you're listening to. Like, they'll spit out a sentence that I didn't even say. So, Zombie Sarah, no. No, that was, I don't even, is that a real med? Or are you just messing with me now? Or is it cephalosporins?
We should probably put that in Google.
Cephalosporins. That's probably a med. That sounds like a med. Regardless, no, it was sulfa trimethylsiloxane, if I'm correct. But probably
Someone else
not.
got a notification.
So, okay, good. So we're doing the old notifications here. Good. Not cephalexin, ladies and gentlemen. It was, let me try and say it again. Fucking damn it, I just had it too.
In your head, right? But when it comes out, it's like
good. When this post, just rewind, and then whatever I said was close enough. Yeah. Sulfa Sulfamex, I think we call it. I don't know.
There's never had a problem with text-to-speech. I never have a problem.
I have serious problems with speak-to-text, and then I also have problems with the swipe-to-text with Apple, so things have been a fucking nightmare trying to respond to everybody. But now I was able to take the bandage off my thumb. Back to that, yeah, so the tooth went in, blasted out the top of the thumb. For the patrons, they got to see that. Like I said, you guys will get to see that later on. I was actually able to literally peel the tip of my thumb all the way down. You could see inside. It was pretty gnarly, and I thought I was going to lose the tip of that thumb. More of a pain in the ass just because every time I get anything on my fingers, like especially with this finger or the thumb, I tend to... And I don't know if maybe you hit your fingers every day. Maybe it happens and you just don't know it. But when you got some injuries, you definitely hit that shit a lot more. So I think I've whacked my thumb like 100 times. I think a big old dumb dookie, my big Neapolitan Mastiff, the first thing he did was walk right over to me and put that in his mouth.
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He was like, "Hey, Dad, what's up, chomp?" And he tried to, because he likes to walk me around. He likes to walk me. So like he just grabbed the whole thumb in his mouth, which was fairly painful. And then I think my kids whacked it like 100 times too. So it's been a nightmare. The bite itself wasn't that bad. It's just the same as always. Just it happens, and then we move on. And the best part was, ladies and gentlemen, is we were doing. It was like a last minute thing. I got a phone call from some friends who help us out with like a tremendous amount of stuff. They help my brother out with all of his trucks and stuff because he's got a pool business. So they supply him with all his trucks. They fix all his stuff. They supplied me with my lawyer. They literally helped me like their family to us. So he called and somebody had backed out of the airboat show that was this past weekend over in Davie and asked if I could do an alligator wrestling show. So I had to pull that together within 3 days. And me being the genius that I am, I'm like, you know what? I'm getting a little old, and I've donated plenty of body parts. And I will always work with alligators and crocodiles. I'll do shows if I absolutely have to, but I didn't absolutely have to. They weren't directly asking for me to do the show. They just wanted an alligator show, and then a small presentation, and some Kendra. Sulfamethoxazole. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's it. There you go. If you guys want to see the medication that's being used right now, she's got it right there. Listening to you try to pronounce is awesome. It's easier. Let me try it again. Sulfamethoxazole. There you go. All right. Sulfamethox. I'm not even going to say it again. I said it right the one time. If you guys want to see the medication, there it is right there. And Kendra is, I believe, a vet or a vet tech. I think she's actually getting into the exotics right now. So she knows exactly what medication I'm talking about. Rarely used, but very good medication. So this is like the 5th or 6th time I think that I've had to use it in certain infections. But anyway, back to the old story with the alligator wrestling. So I was the genius this time, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to bring Ben. So if you guys go a couple episodes back and you see the seminal history of the alligator wrestling and all that good stuff, Ben is the one that I've been teaching how to do this stuff, and he's like really wanting to learn, really wanting to do shows. He's at the point where I was when I was in my 20s, like just constantly wanting to do a show. And so I told him, I was like, you want to come out and do a show for me and whatnot? And of course he was excited to do that. So he brought his little alligator and his setup, which helped out tremendously. Thank you, Ben. Appreciate you very much. And then we went, so I did all the speaking and he did the alligator show. Because I have diarrhea in the mouth. I can speak like it's nobody's business, and then he can't speak and do the show at the same time. So me being the genius that I am, I'm like, I'm gonna be safe this weekend. I'm gonna be safe, and I'm gonna leave with all my body parts. And then it was in between shows. I was just talking. I was not doing the alligator demonstration. Ben was doing the alligator demonstration. And then I'm a dumbass. Somebody was like, I think it's dead. And I was like, no. I'm like, that alligator is not dead. And I don't like it when people say that because like it claims, it's almost like they would expect us to just have a poor dead alligator sitting in there for somebody's enjoyment or whatever. So I walked around and this alligator was trapped like 3 months ago. She was a nuisance caught alligator. And so she's a bit feisty, and then she was in the water, and they got a little bit of extra slide when they're on the tarp thing, because it's not the best setup for like a shallow water show, so they get just like that little bit of extra. And I miscalculated by just a millisecond and just a couple millimeters. And I walked over there and she spun, so they got all excited. And then she came forward and I went to give her a little love tap on the nose and give her a little pet on the nose. And she got that extra inch and just crushed it. That was it. And the dude next to me goes, man, that was close. And I was like, no, man, that was my thumb. And he was like, what? And I was like, yeah, that was my thumb, bro. And then the blood came. And after the blood came, they were like, holy shit, what are you going to do? And then I was like, I'm going to tape it up with some paper towels, and I'm gonna go ahead and do this show. So if you guys want to come over here and join, we're doing a show in 5 minutes, and then you guys can watch that. And the dude thought I was joking, and then came over and watched the show, and I was not joking, not at all. So I wrapped it up with paper towels and all that good stuff. And I like to bleach the alligator wounds. They got super bacteria inside that mouse. I like to bleach those alligator wounds as quickly as possible. I didn't have any bleach with me. Didn't feel the need to have it with me. Thought, what could possibly go wrong? I'm not touching the alligator. I'm just talking.
And somehow you found a way.
Yeah. Well, they call me Bite Force for a reason. Apparently, I'm super accident prone. So, I think somebody brought up the effing game. I think this is, somebody's bringing up so in Georgia, it looks like there's a couple of monkeys that got out, along with a big snake, which
Wait, what?
Fucking sucks. Yeah, a couple Pattis monkeys got out over in Georgia. Yeah. So there
Did they get 'em?
No, they haven't gotten them yet, as far as I know.
What kind of monkeys?
Pattis monkeys.
Oh.
So,
I don't know what that is.
You know what Pattis monkeys are?
Yeah.
They're kind of like, it's almost like a macaque, kind of. Like
Really?
similar to size.
That kind of size?
Yeah. So they got the Pattis monkeys out there in Georgia. Apparently somebody lost some, which is weird because in Georgia, I don't think you are allowed to own anything like that. I think you can own native stuff or vice versa. You can't own anything native, but you can own exotics. Some states are like that. They do weird shit where like some states you can only own native. Some states you can only own exotic. I don't know which. I know Georgia is one of those. It's either one or the other. So if somebody had this, they may have had it illegally. Either way, it looks bad all the way across the board, no matter what. Anytime anybody loses anything, it's a problem for everybody. Matt, man, what's up? In Georgia, you can only own exotics, not native. Yeah, I think you are absolutely correct on that one. Especially because back in the day when we were selling all the venomous and stuff, I was pretty sure that, if I remember correctly, this is going on like 15 years ago, 10 years ago. So I think he's right on that. So you can own exotics, but you can't own native stuff in Georgia. But as far as it goes for the monkeys and stuff, I don't know if you can own those in Georgia or not. So whether they were there legally or not isn't even the question. The question is like, how the hell do people lose this stuff? Like, it is not that hard to keep your animals contained. Not
No,
in any
out
way, shape,
here
or
we
form.
never had an incident.
No, because there's locks and safety doors and all that good stuff. You guys are about to see on Sunday a small beginning tour of Treetops Exotics with some pretty cool stuff with some monkeys that could 100% bounce out if they wanted to, but we keep everything under lock and key. Everybody double checks. We're OCD about that stuff. Brian will see me. He makes fun of me all the time because I'll walk away from a cage and then I'll walk right back to it. And he's like, you don't have to check it. You locked it. And then I still have to go back and check it just because it's in my brain. So I always double, triple, quadruple check. I'll get 20 minutes down the road and turn around to make sure I locked it. And it's locked every single time. It's always in my brain.
I'm starting to think to just take pictures and send it to you.
Yeah, that would probably help. But this goes back to this is just the way I was trained. Check your locks. So we always did.
It's not a bad habit to have.
No, we did our safety checks in the morning. We did our safety checks at night. We did safety checks midday. We made sure that those cages were locked, and I would always double check because, especially when it was just me by myself, when I ran Oakley or when I was running the other park or whatever. There I had a solid staff to walk around and do their thing. So we had 3 people split off and everybody checked the cages 3 different times to make sure that there was no locks. That was a big thing for me. If you left the lock open, then you were fucking fired. So it's not that hard to keep your stuff intact. I would love to be able to go help in Georgia. I doubt very seriously that Georgia DNR is going to give a shit about me or who I am or what I do. I doubt very seriously they would accept the help. Unfortunately, they will most likely, hopefully they'll dart them.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
is it a zoo?
huh?
Is it a zoo?
Well, I don't
Because
know.
I made a little diagram on where pets are allowed and not allowed. In Georgia, they don't allow that.
That could be some other shit though. You have to go into the DNR and check. So anybody that's in a state or whatever, if you're looking to see some shit or whatever, you can always you could always do a check to the DNR. So always call your DNR. When I say DNR, I'm talking about your fish and game. So ours is FWC, Florida Fish and Wildlife Commission, and then other places are different. So it's always DNR across the board. You call those people and you can check with those guys and figure out what you're allowed to have, what you're not allowed to have, and stay within the laws of your state. It helps, trust me. But even if they were within the laws, you lose some monkeys and stuff like that, we already have enough people jumping down our throats. We got animal rights all over the place. There's PETA, HSUS, all these coalitions that are basically attacking private sector all the way across the board, and it doesn't look good when things like that happen. I would love to go over there and be able to grab these monkeys up and do it safely, because we could definitely dart them from a safe distance and get them out of the trees the way that we need to, but I doubt they're going to have my help. Hopefully, I'm praying that they'll just go ahead and do this systematically and then get them placed into a proper setting over there at a zoo. Apparently there was a monster snake loss too, which again, that borders Florida, which is a shit show. So please, ladies and gentlemen, if you have anything, keep that stuff under lock and key. Very responsible with all your stuff. It's not that hard. All we got to do, ladies and gentlemen, is double and triple check. Makes it super easy on all fronts, man. All you got to do is be OCD like me, and then every time you walk away, just turn around 15 times and check your lock about 15 times, and then you'll be comfortable, and then everything is good. What do we got? I got a bunch of Kenan stuff coming up. What's going on with Kenan? Is Kenan all right here? What do we got going on? Kenan does a bunch of whack stuff. Very seldom do I watch. Okay.
You can read it off of here.
Can I? Okay. All right. Okay.
That's why I have it there for you.
I don't know, man. There's bro, this kid, I'm a fucking computer genius. Look at this shit, dude. I don't know what the hell is going on where, bro. I don't know. There's 8 keyboards. There's 27 fucking mouses, dude. There's a fucking iPad next to it. I don't know what to touch and what not to touch. Let me see here. Let me see. Is this the right one? Is it updated?
I made it big for you so you can read it.
Right. Well, let's see what's going on here. We got a lot of buzz right here. We got some buzzes. We got buzz. Oh, there's. I see NZ up at the top. I'm gonna say that's Holly. Is that Holly? Let me go all the way down real quick. It is Holly. Ah, and she caught the live. And she said, "Yas." It's my favorite. I got my kids saying that now. Now I hate it.
Oh, wait, the soundboard that we made?
Yas.
Oh, we gotta put more on there.
Yeah, bro, I love it. Thank you, Holly. All right, so what's going on with Kenan, my dudes? Is Kenan good? Is he okay? Like, did I miss something here? Zombie Sarah, once in Surrey, BC, Canada, someone let out a ball python. It was huge news. Everyone in the community was freaking out. Poor snake, probably frozen, sadly. Yeah, you guys are in Canada, 150,000%. He didn't make it through your winter.
Don't kiss Canada.
I wouldn't make it through your winter, like, at all.
Canada winter?
Yeah.
Dude, I want to go to Canada.
Go to Canada. My brother's been to Canada a bunch of times, and he likes the snowboarding, but is not a fan of the cold at all.
Well, I wanted to do like the land.
And listen, hey, I'm with you, Canada. Okay. So sorry, I'm not talking any shit here, Canada. I'm all with you. I love the way you guys operate over there. It's just your winters are fucking epically insane. All right, let's see what's going on here. Let's see what's happening with this.
People saying Kenan makes them nervous around.
People say Kenan makes them nervous around his gators. I mean, they're Fred's gators, but yeah. What's good, Justin? Glad to see you posting more content, brother. Thank you very much. Interesting stuff as usual. Much right. I was trying to figure out what's going on. Is Kenan okay? Does somebody want to like just clue me in on that stuff right there? Okay, it's hard to fish back through these comments here.
You killed Kenan.
So, and like, don't get me wrong, like, Kenan's a friend of mine, and you could say, I mean, this is an open platform, you could say what you gotta say, like, I mean, you're allowed to agree or disagree with whoever. You haven't met him yet, man. We'll meet him soon. You can say whatever you need to say. Like, I don't side with anybody on the, like, I have many of people that have problems with many of people that I associate with, and it never bothers me. Everybody's allowed their own opinion. I've said it 1,000 times before. I don't think every person on earth is meant to get along with every other single person on earth. I am sure there are very many people out there that hate my guts as well. I'm sure of it. 100,000% sure of it.
That's not real.
He knows it. He knows it too. We get a lot of bullshit. Not on YouTube, surprisingly enough. Not on YouTube. Just in real life. I
love our
Usually
YouTube
my
people.
closest ones are the ones that will fuck me over the worst. So, but yeah, you guys are allowed to say whatever you want. I'm not going to judge any which way or another or whatever. I personally have known Kenan for a long time. He seems to take care of his animals. I'm not sure what's going on over there. David Zeke, what's up, dude? Kenan got Fred's gators because obviously Fred is no longer with us, unfortunately enough. So I think that was set up beforehand. I guess he got the Cayman now. We love Kenan. Kenan is fine. People just don't think he knows what he's doing around his alligators. Yes, he's fine, just a bit careless. We love Kenan. He needs a little teaching with his gators. Well, I mean, guys, you gotta think of it like this too. Like, not everybody. So even if you go to some of these zoos and stuff like that, like, not everybody does things the same way that you'll see. Let me read this. Me, my human. Oh, that's my homie right there. So Kenan is fine. People are just suggesting he might pop in and give him some tips on feeding and handling his new kids. Delish. All right, so Delish, I think it's pronounced. I hope I didn't destroy that.
Oh, my Germany friends.
It's this bird right here. That's who I've been talking to forever and a day. That's the joke between me and her. She'll get that. Nobody else will get that. I should probably keep the inside jokes inside. Jasmine Sanchez. Jude! What's up? All right, so Amanda, I would, yeah, we're not, that's a rough one for me. I love Fred to death. I really don't want to relive the whole scenario there. It's a long story. It's a good story, but it's not my story to tell. So I'm sorry, Amanda. I'm gonna have to not answer that one there. That one's gonna crush me. That's gonna crush me for the rest of the day there. I do apologize, but he went peacefully. Let's just put it at that. It's not. If the family was here with me or whatever, and they wanted to talk about it, that's their thing or whatever. So it kind of is what it is. But anyway, back to the whole Kenan thing or whatever. I think like people misconstrue oftentimes because again, YouTube, man. YouTube puts out like, I think a lot of people miss like the realm of like reality of what goes on in the animal world. Two different things, two different sides to that. I don't disagree with YouTube, and I don't agree with YouTube at the same time. I think there's plenty of misinformation that goes on YouTube on a daily basis. I think there's people that are looking for Granny S. Hey, just your friend Granny. What's up, Granny? So I think that there's people out there that do this shit for the wrong reason. I think that there's some people out there that just want to be famous and get some attention, and the animals don't make a fucking damn bit of difference to them one way or another. Whether they live or die, they don't care. They just want the attention that it brings 150%. The other side of this too is that like some people actually do care but take things a little bit too far and forget to give credit where credit's due, and then like some people rise to the ranks of whatever this is, YouTube or whatever, and even if we had millions of followers, it wouldn't change me as a person. It's not going to change Brian as a person. It's not going to change what we do. It's not going to change our outlook on things. It's not going to make us better than anybody else. I still have to respect all the people that taught me what I know, that brought me to where I am today. And I think what YouTube does to some of these people, which I've experienced on my own with some of my own who I thought were my friends, or I get stabbed in the back because this shit goes to their head a little bit, and then you get some followers and stuff, and then you didn't really put in the work and effort, you're not really in the industry, but then you do your YouTube and your YouTube takes off, your head blows up, and all of a sudden you're better than everybody else. And I don't think that's the way it should go. And then I think also YouTube, like I talked about in previous lives, it does overshadow a lot of the guys that are like Mark McCarthy's Sanctuary, like these other sanctuaries, Flamingo Gardens, Chase, all these places out there that are doing big things and spending a lot of money to be able to take in other people's animals. Because what people don't know, what Brian knows well, what he didn't know before, because I've taken him to some places that are straight shitholes, and there's some out there that are on YouTube, believe it or not, that are straight dumps, shitholes. Like if you went and visited in person, you would fucking mind fucking blown. But anything can be, like, we can show whatever we want on YouTube, and we can literally show only good shit. And I tend to do a little bit more real stuff. I don't overdo things.
You can do those tight shots, you know.
I can do whatever the hell I want and make it what it is or whatever. And but the fact of the matter is there's good in this industry, there's bad in this industry, and there's everything in between. And since I was a kid, I've seen all kinds of shit. But when people watch the videos, especially with me handling stuff or some of the other guys handling some of the alligators and stuff like that, I think it's now expected that everybody should be doing the same thing. And Kenan may not be at the level where he wants to risk fucking popping out looking like this. Maybe his wife doesn't want him to look like this with missing fingers and all that good stuff. So I think he's probably doing well. Unfortunately enough, I do have to admit I don't watch YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that doesn't count against me. I do not watch YouTube. I don't have the time. We barely have the time. That's the point of doing this live right now, is to let you guys know. Literally in the last 2 weeks, this guy was dying for... Derek, thank you very much. This guy's been dying for like the last 2 weeks. I don't even want to be next to him right now. He's like just now getting over his sickness. So he was kind of out of it. I was sick 2 weeks beforehand. So we had like 2 weeks in the middle to do some stuff. And then in those 2 weeks, he had to travel a bunch. I had to travel a bunch. We were all over the place. And then we kind of slipped. And then, you know, with the phone being missing, I haven't been able to like really hit the social media. I haven't been able to do my comments like I like to. Like I like to answer everybody's comments inside my YouTube, Patreon, all that shit, the Instagram. I try and hit everything as much as possible, but like people have to understand too, like we are extremely busy. Like I literally left my house this morning at 3 o'clock. I had to drive 2.5 hours to go see the homies. Then I had to make it 2.5 hours back so that I can, Victoria, I'll get back to you in a second. Thank you, by the way. Then I had to go all the way back 2.5 hours to the vets. So I had to pick up his truck because I'm going to help him with his parking lot tomorrow. That's right. I'm going to stripe the parking lot. I used to do that when I was younger. I wish I didn't remember. I still do. So I'm going to go help the vet out because he always helps me out. So I had to pick his truck up. I had to take myself to the doctor's, then go pick up a bunch of parking stones and all that stuff, then go back to the vet, then go to the house, feed a bunch of animals at the house, then come over to Treetops Exotics, take care of the homies over here, help out Brian. Now we're doing this stuff here. Then I'm going to leave here, drive an hour back home, and then I have another 3 or 4 hours to take care of the rest of the animals back home from all the rats and stuff that I pulled this morning. So it's a consistent battle. Like this isn't like whatever you guys see on YouTube is a very small portion of what goes on. So I think everybody needs to give just a teensy weensy bit of credit where credit's due or whatever. Like I don't know Yeah, I don't know what's going on at Kennan's or whatever. I'm assuming, like, from what I know from Kennan, from knowing him for years and years and years, because we used to talk all the time at the reptile shows, like, we had a lot in common. And when I was importing and exporting and all that stuff, he would come with, like, his tortoises, and we would sit and chit chat, like, nonstop. But he does take very good care of his animals. That I do know. Whether or not he has the full experience to do the things that I do or wants to do the things that I do is completely different. So I don't know if he'll take me over there to let him, to train him to do whatever. I'm sure he's okay. So I don't want to speak too much on it. Kennan's a good guy. He's got a good soul. He's got a good heart. And I do believe in my heart of hearts, he's probably doing everything he can to manage what he's got over there and take good care. So, like, that's pretty much all I'm gonna have to say on that subject. I just saw Kennan's name pop up like 100 times, so I wanted to see where we're at. Victoria, respect you so much. Thought of getting, speak for those that can't speak for themselves, tattooed. Much love from Finland. Do it! Do it! That's permanent, though. Remember that. So, like, just make sure it's what you
We're
do.
like
I think
right
it's
here?
It's
Like
like
right
a...
here?
Right here, right
Like
in the
right
face
here.
place. No, I think it's a great tattoo, 150%. Just remember, that shit's permanent. Otherwise, you'll end up with a dick on your back like me. So, but that's actually a lot better than a dick. As far as the merch, ladies and gentlemen, dude, we are trying really hard. We were looking into it yesterday. Michelle Renee, Kennan got all his crocodilian hours with Fred. Yes, he did. And Fred's the main man. So, I mean, I'm going to go ahead and say A-okay. But with the merch and stuff, we're looking to try and we're trying to figure out like good shirt, good quality. So like there's a couple of different ways you could do it. The shirt that I'm wearing now is a heat press. Apparently they last like 30 or 40 washes. There's a different way you can do it. It lasts a little bit longer. We were trying to figure out what was going to be the best.
There are a couple companies where you do 1 or 2 washes and then they come off. And we want to give you guys like the best quality. So we're trying to figure it out so it will last for a good while for you guys.
Yeah, we don't want to be, and too, like, dude, for me personally, I like light material. Like even everything that I wear is light. It's hot here in Florida. So, like, I like my stuff to be a little bit stretchy, kind of fit to my body type deal and all that good stuff. I don't like a big, heavy, saggy. Dude, I get like 4 shirts, bro. Okay? Whatever I get for Christmas, we had this conversation the other day, stays until next Christmas, dude. I don't go clothes shopping. I don't do that shit. So, like, I have more than 4 shirts. The problem is that whatever doesn't fit during Christmas just goes, and then we donate that later on.
For Christmas, you're getting white shirts.
You can buy whatever you want. If they don't fit, they'll just sit in the closet until they go to, Goodwill. You know what I mean? I mean, I have plenty of clothes from Christmas. They just all don't fit. So whatever fits, I wear, and it usually is about 4 shirts, and then that lasts till next Christmas, and then we're good to go, bro.
Florida Cracker. We need a shirt.
Wow.
With a half finger.
Oh, is Florida Cracker on here?
Yeah, we need shirts with a half a finger.
Bro, Florida Cracker, if you are on my Instagram, I'm going to post some stuff. I actually was at the event that I was at this weekend, and I bought some shit. 2 things. Number 1, like this guy had these street signs and all kinds of different like man cave signs, and one of them was get bit. So obviously I bought that because the guy looked at me and he goes, "Hey, you got bit. You should get this sign." And I was like, "You're a pretty fucking good salesman." And I get that thing. Then I was over and there's a big old beer and it's called Florida Cracker. And now I guess it's discontinued. But then I thought of you and I was like, "I'm gonna get this fucking sign." So I guess it was like a white Belgian beer, but I guess they discontinued it because of the name. Cancel culture it. It's fine. It can't say Florida Cracker anymore. So I'm glad that at least we have one on our squad, Florida Cracker, and he's on every video. So boom. Thank you, my dude. Appreciate you very much. All right. So yeah. So as far as the merch goes, dudes, we're trying hard. It's difficult, man. We're pretty much spread about as thin as we could possibly get.
We're starting to think about doing it in-house.
Yeah, we did toy with the idea of doing it in-house, and then we looked at some stuff yesterday, which looked very involved. So, I don't know if we're going to go that route. But we just really want some quality stuff for you guys. We do have a couple good ideas that we're going to get out. I'm hoping within the next month. I keep saying, like, the next 2 weeks. I'm going to give it a solid month because I know what we got coming up. We have the house hunting, we got the house hunting going on. We got all this other nonsense going on. We got Brian's dying. He tried to sit down yesterday, so his back's thrown out because he sat in his car wrong because he's old as shit. So he's walking around like my grandma used to, just like staring at the fucking floor.
I don't think they need to know.
They need to know all of this, bro. I'm trying to fill them in so that they know why we're having some
why we're out of
problems,
commission for a little bit.
We're just, we're having some issues. You gotta show us the back tattoo that you keep talking about. We must see it, please. If you want to see the dickfish tattoo, go to Tyler Nolan's channel. And if you go way back, this is a couple of years ago, it would be the first couple videos that I did with him. We were medicating his Gaboon Viper when he had serious stomatitis, which was mouth rot, and then obviously the swelling of the jaw. And of course Tyler whipped it out. So if you want to see it that bad, see it there. If you want to see it and you don't want to go back into his videos, just wait till we do the tattoos with Tyler when I do the collab with him, because I guarantee you he'll bust out the big fish. It's gonna happen.
See, I told you, buy a circuit.
I can't read that, dude.
What?
I can't read it.
Dude, I popped this thing up for you.
I know.
How big do I have to make this?
Oh, giant. If you want me to read, oh, that's better.
Is that better?
Now it's disappeared. Buy a Cricut. Cricut?
Yeah, he meant the circuit, right? The circuit machine.
The one that we were looking at yesterday?
I think so.
Yeah, we did see that. There was one machine that was actually really cool because we could do like sublimation, I think they called it, and the heat thing, which like gave us like a very versatile product where we could like print on anything. We were just trying to figure out how to do it. As a matter of fact, I do draw some myself. I'm into art myself. I haven't drawn in quite a bit of time, but I wanted to be able to draw my own stuff and then put it on a shirt. We just didn't know how to do that, so we were doing all that work yesterday. So we've been diving into everything we possibly can, but we're so spread out with everything we have, which is why like we were going to do a Discord and we cut that shit off because we can't even handle the social media that we have going on right now. Between him and I, and then Brian being dead for the last couple of weeks or whatever. Now he's good now, so by Sunday you guys will have another video, and then we'll be regular. We'll have like a video every other day.
We got the Bite Force URL, so we're gonna come out with the Bite Force website.
Biteforce.tv, right?
.tv, .live, .net, whatever you want to pick. We
We
got 3 of them.
Oh, we bought 3?
We bought 3. Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna have we have a website coming out, and thank God this guy knows computers and stuff because his dad's a genius with that stuff. So
well, I built the website.
Yeah, so he's gonna build a website, so we'll be able to send you guys over there. We're gonna be doing all that stuff. I just wanted to basically hit a live with you guys. I said it was gonna be a quick one. I'm sure we're at fucking
Are we at an hour?
Yeah, we're about to be.
Alright,
So,
2 hours to go.
I literally said it in fucking capital letters. Quick. Impromptu live.
Nothing's quick.
Quick. It never is with me. It never is with me.
Oh, so should we do those
It never
videos?
is with me. What?
Should we do those videos, stories with Justin?
We were talking about that yesterday.
We
Cause
should totally do it, dude.
Man, we'll try it one time on a long drive. Whenever we're in a drive and it's me and Brian, like I don't think we've ever turned on the radio. Maybe
No,
once.
we've never turned it on.
No, we
well,
didn't.
you put me to sleep once. I remember that.
Yeah, you were dying that day, though. Brian was half dead that day, and he hadn't slept at all. So that was the one time we had the radio on. Other than that, what we do is somebody else brought up the circuit too. I'll do the circuit for you. I can do that. Oh shit! Look at that. So
Sweet.
we have when we do our trips, our long trips or whatever. Me and Brian talk often, and I have a lot of stories. Some of them,
so many stories.
some of them a little bit more fucked up.
I'm
than
like,
the
we
rest.
could just have like a ride along with Justin stories.
Yeah.
Wait, what was it gonna be called? Old Man Tales?
Something like that.
Old Man Tales.
Bianca had said it.
What? No, I came up with Old Man Tales.
Old Man Tales was yours, and then there was another one. I think we were going to do Old Man Tales, just old guy tales in the car. Because we do. He tells that, like, the stories come out, and once they start flowing, I got some pretty fucked up stories. So it never gets dull. So at the end of the day,
We're gonna change directions now. We're gonna.
Yeah, so maybe we'll do lives on our long drives. I don't know. We'll try it out. Next time we're on a long drive, we'll go ahead and try that shit out.
These stories, dude, you need to share them.
Yeah, Brian loves it. Brian loves it. He's a little baffled. I'm surprised he's still around after all the shit this guy knows now. It's pretty fucking wicked, bro. Like, if you guys think the feet shit and the OnlyFans stuff got bad last time we started talking, candidly, it gets a lot worse. It sure does. All right, so bunker branding requires 1 million subs first. Well, fuck, we're never going to get there, so that's never going to happen. So it looks like bunker branding is out. I heard bunker branding is not all that reliable. I hear good things and then I hear bad things, but if they require 1 million subs first, then realistically it looks like bunker branding's probably out for themselves.
It was like a hype thing.
Yeah, well, if you're looking for
like
1 million,
yeah,
well, either do branding or you're looking for your own channel to get subs. Because I know that bunker branding has their own channel.
We did a little research; it just didn't work for us.
Yeah, well, too, now if they're saying that you need 1 million subs or whatever, so they're just basically saying everybody else is trash unless you got 1 million subs. So, and we're never getting fucking 1 million subs.
You have an OnlyFans?
What?
You have an OnlyFans? Someone says you have an OnlyFans.
Sweet. Am I in it? Oh, shit. I'm glad that you said that, actually. No, I don't fucking have an OnlyFans. Not that I know of. But apparently, Liz San Juan was on here before. I don't know if she's still on here with us. But she got some messages from fucking Bite Force. And she sent those to me. But we've talked before. So she went ahead and threw that shit to me and screenshotted what was going on. So if anybody's getting messaged by me, I talk the same way that I talk here with anybody on the fucking social medias, especially Instagram and shit. But somebody had Bite Force ____, so it looked like mine, but it just kept, just that even underscore. Mine's just Bite Force _, that's it. And if you're talking to me, it's usually the same shit talking that I do right now. So if you're getting any messages from Bite Force, anything other than just Bite Force _ is fucking not me. And the only Facebook that I operate off of, you'll never see me comment on Facebook. I don't go on Facebook. It's too political. There's too much bullshit. It's a bunch of crying and whining. It's everybody bitching at each other. So I don't scroll YouTube or Facebook at all. I will generally go and check those messages, so you can message me on there, but I won't fucking go into Facebook. It just causes too much drama. I'm not a fan of drama, and it looks like that's all Facebook's out, about now. It's just people arguing with each other and putting their political views out there and all that nonsense.
It's keyboard warrior stuff.
Yeah, keyboard warriors to the fullest. So I only operate off of Justin James Igualada on Facebook, and then this, obviously, Justin Igualada on YouTube, which may in the future be turned to Bite Force just because it's easier, because when you say Justin Igualada to a stranger, they look at you like you got fucking shit growing in your face. And then number 3 is Bite Force _ on Instagram. So if it's not those 3, it ain't fucking me. So just remember that. At least Liz was smart enough to catch it and send it over to me, so I was appreciative for that.
Wallflower Fisher said, is the father video still happening?
So Wallflower Fisher asked, is the video with you and your father still happening? Sending all the homies love from the UK. Thank you for sending the homies love. They love you back. Yeah. Yes, Facebook sucks, my dude.
50K? Was it?
We're going to do 50K. Well, Pops is coming in. He's coming in next week, I believe.
Oh shit, are we going to do it early?
Last to know that. No, we're not doing it early. We're going to get to 50, but we're going to do the video, so we're going to have it stashed. I say that we'll probably do it early.
Yeah, we'll probably.
Yeah, probably. So,
I want a little sneak peek for our
maybe we'll do 2. Maybe we'll do like a small one with Pops and make him do some shit he probably doesn't want to do anymore, and then we'll do like a full on, I'll sit with my dad and torture him for a fucking hour. And then we'll do that one at 50K or whatever. But Pops is coming in next week, so you guys will see some clips of him probably on the tubes, or not on the tubes, on the Facebook. Not on Facebook, fucking well, it'll transfer to Facebook. Instagram! Damn it, why can't I speak today? So Pops will probably be up on the Instagram and stuff. He's supposed to be here next week, so we'll see how that goes. So Wallflower, yeah, you guys are going to get your Pops video. Funny part too is I'm gonna post something. You remember that aging shit on Snapchat?
The what?
Like there was like an app or some shit. I think it was Snapchat. It was something. It was a filter that showed like if you aged, like if you were an old man. So
those are never real though.
Bro, let me tell you what. I looked exactly like my dad, and I sent that shit to my dad, and him and I laughed because I looked to the T exactly like my fucking father.
Well, show up the filter.
Like, that's why I'm going to post it up when I do the video with my Pops. I'm going to put it right in the corner. So it's going to be me, my Pops, and then old me looking exactly like my Pops now. I'm not saying that he's that old, but he's old enough. I have no fucking idea. That's not a joke. I have no idea. I know when his birthday is, but I couldn't tell you.
You can just go on Facebook.
Me and my human, thank you so much. Jesus. too much. You do so much already. All right, so let's end it up. How we got? Let's do like 4 questions, and then we'll bounce this thing out, and we'll actually leave within an hour this time, ladies and gentlemen. So, anybody got anything they want to know? Anybody got any questions, concerns? Anybody got anything they want to see later on? I don't know. Whatever you got. How did you get the Vanilla Ice nickname? The Vanilla Ice nickname came a while back. Actually, believe it or not, I've often, since I was younger, especially if I shave my beard fully and I just have like the goatee thing going on, oftentimes I'll get asked if I'm fucking Vanilla Ice. So this was long before. What happened is when Tyler did my neck tattoo, he got a bunch of messages on his story, and they were like, how did you get Vanilla Ice over to do his tattoos? And then we kind of ran with that. So then on my Facebook, I changed my profile picture to one of fucking Vanilla Ice's photos. So I had the Vanilla Ice photo running for a while. And then every single time I ever went to Tyler's, people would ask if I was Vanilla Ice. Then I started getting messages on Instagram often asking how I got from doing rap to houses back into animals. And I was like, I'm not really Vanilla Ice or whatever. So like people actually thought I was Vanilla Ice. There was some people out there. So it kind of just stuck. So now I'm Vanilla Ice. Whenever if I go see Tyler, he'll bust it out every time. Vanilla Ice. Yeah, 100% Ice baby. Like we 100% that shit stuck. So Bite Force stuck, Vanilla Ice stuck, and now it's just Bite Force and Vanilla Ice, and we roll with that shit. I don't mind. I think that guy's hilarious. So I got no question, but much love from New Zealand. God, I want to go to New Zealand so bad. Just what is the size of your hand? How hard can he bite? Probably not that hard. You could probably stick your finger right in his mouth, and it's probably not even going to break the skin. Not a suggestion, just letting you know. That's probably how that goes. Not sure if it's a crocodile, caiman, or an alligator, but regardless of that, if it's the size of your hand, chances are it's probably not even going to puncture your skin at that point.
Female hog stops sitting on her egg. Should I pull the egg? She's being super aggressive.
Female hawk stops sitting on her egg?
This mouse.
Oh, wrong mouse. Female hawk stops sitting on her egg. Should I pull the egg? She's being super aggressive. Well, if it's a female hawk, I mean, is this a wild hawk? I mean, or is this like, are you in a place where you can do falconry legally? Are you in a rehab facility? Those are a lot of questions. Like, if it's in the wild, you got to leave it alone. No matter what the deal is, just because it would be 100% illegal for you to go and mess with those eggs because of the Migratory Bird Act, which protects all native species, including anything that's in the migratory path of wherever it is you live. If you're in a rehab or you do falconry and this is a hawk of your own, I would suggest giving her some privacy, seeing what happens. If she's being super aggressive, then for me, I would rather, for hawks especially, if we're using them for falconry, we want parent-raised hawks. We don't want an imprinted hawk. We'll imprint owls, so like our big owls, which we're going to do an episode with soon too. Those we want imprinted on us. So we'll pull the eggs, incubate the eggs, and then we want those babies raised from day one with us. With hawks, we do it differently. We want a parent-raised hawk, so we want a fledgling that we can then teach to work for us for abatement programs and things like that. So generally speaking, no, I would never pull the eggs unless you absolutely have to. But again, if they're in the wild, and that's a wild situation, that's a solid no-go right there. That's a big federal no-no on that one. So unfortunately enough, you're going to have to kind of let nature take its course on that one. I feel you. If it is a situation where you're just watching it happen, but the mothers will leave the nest from time to time. If she's being super aggressive, she may be being bothered by the nest, so there's a possibility that there's something going on around the nest and she'll protect them. Dad should be around too. Usually birds of prey are monogamous and they do stick together, so dad, being smaller and lighter, will usually go look for the food while mom protects the eggs, so she could be protecting those eggs. So I hope that answers your question to the best of the ability on all ends of the spectrum, whether it's yours in the wild or whatever. All right, new babies. Somebody asked how the baby lemurs are doing, and the baby lemurs are doing just fine. We got 2 at a zoo already, and then Krista and Brian over here kept one of them, and then we got another male for her.
Yeah, Lena.
So,
we called her Lena.
We got Lena and Ozzy over here.
I got Maui.
Is it Ozzy?
Ozzy, yeah. Ozzy and Lena.
Right. Yeah, so Ozzy and Lena, and they're doing phenomenal. The other babies are doing phenomenal. The ones that are at the zoos are doing phenomenal. Everybody's just doing fucking phenomenons. So Victoria, thank you very much, by the way, says it's 2 a.m. here. Got to go to work. So happy to see you this live. Keep up the amazing work. Thank you, Victoria. Go to fucking bed. 2 a.m. in the morning, but I feel her. I stay up every night. I'm always up till like 3, 4 in the morning. So, Alan said falconry hawk. That's a tough one, but I would give it a couple of days, give her some privacy, see if she goes back to the eggs and kind of checks that out. If she does not go back to those eggs, then you can pull them and incubate them yourself. I would give it at least 24 to 48 hours before you make that decision. And then, unfortunately enough, like if you do falconry, you know as well as I do, you're not going to get as much out of that bird as you would if you had those parent-raised hawks. So it's a tough call. That's a tough call. I don't know how far along the eggs are. So if the eggs are far enough along, then hopefully mom just like full terms that stuff. If the eggs are extremely they may not be fertile too. So if mom knows they're not fertile and she's just beefing out of the nest, that's a possibility too. So I'd give it 24 to 48 hours. If she still won't go back to the nest, maybe go check those eggs, candle them up, see if you can do that without getting your face torn off by mom. And then, you know, if it's fertile, then take them in there and incubate them. And then you're just going to have that problem with the imprinted hawks. And for anybody that's not a falconer, like with the imprinted owls, it's a little bit different because they're so big and stubborn and they kind of like, you can kind of do like a pet thing with them. With imprinted hawks, you tend to get the problem where they do a lot of footing at your face. So like every time you talk or blink or anything like that, they're shooting fucking talons at your face. And then they tend not to work for us the way that we want them to as far as abatement programs and all that other stuff. Where's Bird the Kookaburra? Kookaburra is over at Gatorland. That's David Zeke over there. Hi, Justin. Where's the baby you showed in the picture? Oh, this picture? Oh, that one's downstairs. That's a red-handed tamarin. He is in the incubator right now. Those guys are 5 days old.
I'm sorry, what?
The red-handed tamarins are like 5 days old.
Yeah, they're about a week.
Yeah, so the picture that I posted that was doing the live here, those are about 5, 6 days old. They are in the incubator. We don't take them out of the incubator only for feeding. The incubator is set to 98 degrees so that they could have the temperature that they would be on the parents. They're very extremely fragile, so we get them through the first couple of weeks. The thing with tamarins, usually, especially with cotton tops and most other tamarins, is first-time moms are pretty terrible. Even in the wild, they tend to kick those babies off because they're not sure what the hell's going on. A thing comes out and then it's on them and it's like grabbing onto them, so they'll kick it out of there and sometimes kill those babies. So those were pulled at day 1 from a first-time mom. Hopefully next year that mom will take care of them by herself. So those are in the incubator, doing phenomenal. All right, Zombie Sarah, thanks for the live, gentlemen. Until the next time, take care. All right, Chris S., there we go. No Wheaton, just keep doing the great work. I think he meant question, but I'm going to go with Wheaton because it sounds cooler anyway. No Wheaton, just keep doing the great work. Y'all do. Thank you very much, my dude. All right, what happened to 3 hours and shots? Julie, one day, I swear to you, we will do 3 hours and shots. Favorite band, I need to know. Damn, that is super hard, bro, because like it really depends on what mood I'm in. I listen to pretty much anything as long as it's good music. I do not listen to this new rap
How about
shit.
your favorite genre?
Favorite genre? That's hard too. It just depends on the mood I'm in, because I go like all the way
What do you
from
find
like
yourself
old
listening
school.
to more, though?
Right now,
yeah.
right now I'm like in the old school, like my old school rap and stuff. I'm doing the
Eminem
Tupac,
and all
Biggie.
that.
Well, Eminem would be my 100 favorite, like 1,000% across the board.
I'm starting to get into Dax, dude. He's
Dax,
good.
you're welcome.
Yeah.
That was my fault.
Yeah,
Dax
he's really good.
is, if you guys haven't heard of Dax, go check him out. That dude's the bomb. Favorite band though, like Eminem would be my favorite artist of all time, just because of how real he was and what he laid on the line, and the just what I could relate to with him. Favorite band, shit, man.
All that remains.
Dude, you could do, yeah, you could do All That Remains, Slipknot, then you can go all the way across to like, I don't know, what do we got? Atreyu, we got Metallica, dude. Like, and then you got Aaron Lewis, dude. I like Stain. I'm good with Stain.
You know what? I haven't
Everlast, even though he
Green Day.
like
Whatever happened to that? I never.
Green Day, growing up, like that was always good, but they weren't my favorite.
No?
They weren't my favorite. So.
I just started listening to them.
YPI, like Island Boys.
Island Boys.
He didn't even know who the Island Boys were.
Dude, I thought you were making it up, dude. I was like, there's no way.
No.
But shit, they're real. Dude.
This guy listens to Dax. He knows the deal. Dax is fucking phenomenal. Tom McDonald, also, Adam Calhoun, all those guys, dude. Iron Maiden, yes. Why am I forgetting Iron Maiden? That's like, see, a lot of Mastodon. Holy shit, she knows Mastodon.
I don't know Mastodon.
Of course you don't know Mastodon. Fucking loser.
What? Who are they?
I'll show you. AC/DC.
Boston.
Many guys.
Boston.
But
dude,
see, I like all that
Boston
stuff,
all
dude.
the time. That's my favorite band.
Jelly
That's my
Roll.
favorite band.
Jelly Roll is actually really
Boston.
good. In Flames. Oh, fuck. Dude,
In
you
Flames.
guys are fucking doing it. Guar, too. In Flames, Guar, Jelly Roll. Dude, these guys are killing it. Ozzy. Of course, Ozzy. You can't, like, Typo Negative. That's the fucking bomb, too. Damn, I got a whole fucking... David Z comes down with fucking
these
Wham.
people make our, like, music list on the road?
I'm about to. Beastie Boys, hell yeah. Black Sabbath, Beastie Boys, Real Big Fish. Real Big Fish was like what we used to skate to back in the day. I'm going to go back to David Zeke, bro. If anybody doesn't know who fucking Wham is, please go check out Wham. If you search Wham on YouTube, I'm sure the only song that's going to come up is going to be the one fucking hit wonder that Wham had. And David Zeke, thank you very much for bringing that shit up. Because that shit just about fucking...
I'm going to have to do that now, right?
You don't know who Wham is,
I
bro?
don't know.
You will. As soon as I pull up the song, you'll be like, oh, I know.
Okay.
Upchurch is good. Shit, now we're all into this whole fucking... Static X. Static X had like a couple of ones that I would, enjoyed. Slipknot was the bomb. Pantera, fucking... If they didn't... Oh, poor Diamond Dallas over there. Not Diamond Dallas. That's the wrong fucking one. Wait, was it Diamond Dallas? It was Diamond Dallas. Yeah, fucking what it is. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, Pantera was the bomb. Fucking Rush. He's the best drummer of all time, I think. Ice, 9 Inch Nails, Hollywood Undead. I was okay with Hollywood Undead. Memphis Mayfire was good. They were okay. They had some good stuff. 9 Inch Nails, obviously, fucking.
What about Mudvayne?
Kills. Ice 9. I don't.
Like
Ice 9
Mudvayne?
kills. Mudvayne, good. Yeah. Pearl Jam. Obviously, Pearl Jam is like the bomb because like Deftones and between the buried and me. Where are you guys coming from? Holy shit! You guys are all into the same shit that I'm into. We got Warren G, Biggie, Simon and Garfunkel. I mean, I'm gonna still rock the Simon and Garfunkel. It's funny, but at the end of the day, I did listen to that as a kid. I had parents, so that was it. M.O.D., Deftones, Between the Buried and Me. Holy shit, these guys are killing it. Dude, you guys are like all up in my shit here. George Michael. I mean, if we do the remake with Limp Bizkit, then I'll go with it. Fuck it, George Michael. We'll throw him in there too. Creedence Clearwater Revival. Yep, I'm all about that shit right there. 5 Finger Death Punch. Yeah, Oh my God, he doesn't know Wham. See?
Yeah.
He does. There it is.
That's
See? Wake Me Up Before You Go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, everybody fucking knows Wham. Yeah.
And
NWA. If you don't like NWA, then get the fuck out of here. Parkway Drive. I already know Parkway Drive. I think my favorite song by them would be Carry On. Matchbox 20. Rob fucking can get the shit out of here with that. I'm sorry, Tammy. No, Matchbox 20. Actually, you know what, dude? Rob's got some good songs.
ZZ Top.
ZZ Top. Yeah, that's old stuff too. Like fucking Quiet Riot. Look at these dudes. Dimebag. Thank you. Fucking, that's what it was. Fucking Dimebag, dude.
Kid Rock.
Dimebag, Daryl. It wasn't fucking. I'm thinking Diamond Dallas. No, it's Dimebag Daryl. Fucking.
Wait, Diamond Dallas. Is that the
that's
WWF
yes,
wrestler?
That's why I was like, no, that's not fucking right.
Okay.
Alice in Chains, of course. Alice in Chains. Dude, Lane Staley. He was the fucking bombsy bomb. Man, you guys are really bringing it out. Lamb of God. Barry White, of course, because that's what we play when the alligators do it. ICP has a special place in my heart just because my mom fucking hated that song. Hated the dating song. And if you guys have never heard ICP's The Dating Song, go ahead and listen to that. You'll thank me later. It's pretty fucking hilarious. Oh man, I'm gonna get my whole list off of this shit, dude. We got Red Hot Chili Peppers, Slayer, of course. I think they just did their last tour not too long ago. Megadeth, dude. Where are you guys coming from? Neil Young, I'll do that all day long. Fucking Korn, Winger, Easy E, of course, Easy E.
Is there a way?
There you go. That one's for you, Rammstein.
Well, yeah, no. Is there a way?
Hold on.
There a way? Hold
Let's
on.
back it
Is
up
there
here.
a way?
What?
That these guys can give us music on our road trips while we're alive, and they can
Oh, I'm sure.
play for us.
We'll just do this shit right here. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Does anybody
They
want to
can do the
know
playlist.
what the fucking whole song that Rammstein came out with that's famous? The Du Hast? Tell them what it means.
Du hast mich.
Yeah. What does it mean?
Du hast mich gefragt und ich hab nichts gesagt. What he's saying is like, you asked me, and I said nothing. That's all he says. In translation from German.
Ruined the whole song for me the
Yeah.
other day. I just wish
He thought I was like badass and just mean, and I'm like, all he's saying is like, I didn't say anything.
If anybody has ever watched How High, that shit's fucking hilarious when they bump the speaker. So we used to do that anytime we had to go surfing with my little stepbrother because he would never wake up. So we would get Du Hast with a fucking giant speaker and put it in his face. Granted, he broke that speaker because he's an angry little fucker in the morning. But we got him up, and he definitely went. And then the other day, we literally just talked about that the other day, and I learned that that's what the lyrics are because this fucking guy's German, so kind of ruined that song for me. I'll still play it, though.
Yeah, people thought it said you hate me, but it's not.
Yeah.
Du hast mich. That is like you had me. Yeah, you asked me.
And then we got Vanilla Ice. Well, yeah, duh. We have to like Vanilla Ice by proxy. Even though I was a little upset to learn what happened with the whole Vanilla Ice thing or whatever. Holly, sorry, not sorry that I started this. I'm not sorry either. As a matter of fact, like I have a whole bunch of shit I'm gonna listen to on the way home now. Fucking, you know what I mean? What does this mean?
What?
That's gotta be you, think.
No.
No, that's not you. Okay, all right,
I think that's
all right. We got Immortal, Haha, Fire, Bush Dice. What? That's you. That's you, definitely. That's how you
Well,
say
then
it.
I have to look at it because I honestly have it where it's like Du hast mich. You have him.
Tool did a song in German. It was making a chocolate cake with no eggs. What the fuck? If you don't love
Anyways, it's not as badass as they thought it is. What?
Mattman said if you don't love Aqualung, I'm pretty sure he's fucking referring to what's his face? He's doing the joke from Will Ferrell. It's a real song, I think, but it's the joke with Will Ferrell. Incubus, Poison.
Oh, I did like
Silverchair.
Tool is actually a good. He knows how to sing.
Well, Tool.
He was really good back then.
Yeah, well, Perfect Circle. That's all the Maynard, Mr. fucking Maynard over there. Apparently he's a dick, which I love, so it makes it even better for me. Jeff Lothal, yes, he did Aqualung, but then there was a joke too. Fucking Jeff Lothal, you know who that is?
Yeah, sure.
Bro, it was classic rock, and this dude did like mad flute shit. Like that was yeah, dead serious, like fucking hardcore flute shit. So yeah, there was a joke with Will Ferrell with the Aqualung there. I'm pretty sure that's where he was going on with that.
Wait, with the anchor man.
Yeah. They're asking if you're a David Hasselhoff fan. Completely off subject, but I'll go with it.
David Hasselhoff. He's a freaking legend in Germany.
He's a legend. Yeah, you guys were telling me that shit.
Yeah.
We actually talked about that shit the other day. So
Dude,
yeah.
we freaking love that guy in Germany.
What part of Germany are you from?
We're close to the Mosel, so we're like close to Frankfurt. Yeah.
Over there.
It's like it's a little small town called Wittlich. So.
Prestige worldwide. Why? Boats and hoes. Fucking all right. We gotta fucking end this shit. We're 67 minutes now. We can't even stay on our own subject, bro. I was coming on here for 20 minutes to let you guys know what the hell was going on. Oh, now we got the Doors and the Police, dude. Do the homies like music? Yeah, actually they do. When I'm in the car with them and I gotta drive with them and they're making all their noise and stuff, if you turn on the music, they actually will chill the hell out. So, and that's not a joke, not even a little bit of a joke. So all the.
Brauch dich. Needed you? Ich brauch dich. Needed you? My reading German is pretty bad, but brauch dich means like I needed you. or something like that.
He
right?
says that to me all the time before I go to sleep. So
Wait, what?
don't worry about it. Went on his big bound Brever, Primus. Then Buckethead too. If anybody doesn't know who that is, The Used. That
Oh
one's
my
fucking
gosh, I
the
can't
taste
believe
of
I
ink.
missed the Queen.
Queen. Well, Queen. Come on. If you don't like Queen, then get the fuck out.
Alright, I'll see you later.
What? You don't like Queen, bro?
I just needed an exit plan.
Oh, okay. Soundgarden, Bush, Tool, Creed. I think we've pretty much like got everybody on that one. Okay. All right, dudes and dudettes. Thank you guys. Very Ugly Kid Joe. Yeah, I'm with him too. Dude, you guys have like fucking Jimi Hendrix, dude. Dude, you guys are amazing. Fucking my fans are the shit, dude. I love you guys. Fucking love you guys so much. All right, so thank you to all my Patreons out there. Thank you to all of you guys that join with the lives, that listen to this bullshit for way too long. I don't know how you guys do it. You guys actually provide more content than we do. It's always fun talking with you guys. Like, this started as just a little mini update, and then it turns into actually a lot of fun. The Catalina fucking wine mixer, bro. That's what this is. So, and you guys are fucking hilarious. Everybody gets the jokes. Everybody gets the shit, dude. Like, we got a fucking good group. I don't care if we have 1 million subscribers or not. I'm good with the fucking people.
I love our YouTube fan base.
Loud noises. Now we're going to do a bunch of fucking Step Brothers jokes, a bunch of Anchorman jokes. I love Lamp. Okay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen.
I killed a man with a trident. That grenade.
So again, thank you guys very much. Thank you to the Patreons that have been helping us out. We had a few leave. Don't feel bad, ladies and gentlemen, if you're catching this. If you do have to leave the Patreon, we completely and 100% understand. We appreciate the donations that you are able to give when you are able to give. Marshall Tucker Band too. God, these dudes are fucking amazing. But thank you to all the fans out there, regardless if we're on Patreon or not. We still love you just the same. Anybody that checks out the channel, you guys are the Bloodhound Gang. God, they're killing it. They're really killing it. I need to like save all this so I can go back, so that I can have myself a fucking playlist at this point. You guys fucking rock. You guys are awesome. I love you guys more than you guys will ever know. You guys made this live a lot more fun than it was supposed to be. We were just doing a 20-minute update, and you guys turned this into some real shit. So we appreciate you very much. Love you much. Respect everybody out there. Respect yourselves. Speak for those that can't speak for themselves. Fucking do your shit. Enjoy your weekend. Fucking boom. Out. Nope, apparently not. Okay, let's try this one more time. Come on, Thumb. You can do it. Is that the right button? That is the right button.
No, that's not the right
That's
button.
it. Oh, well, then you fucking...
I think that, that was the right button.
Oh, well.